Nature Morte. My name is Vidisha Aggarwal and I'm one of the curators at the gallery. And it's my pleasure to walk you through our current exhibition, Aventurine, Transformations and Other Stories by Lorenzo Vitturi. We're currently at our Dharma space in Jaipur, New Delhi, and the exhibition's on till the end of this week. So please do stop by if you have time over the weekend. So I can start by telling you a little bit about the artist Lorenzo. Lorenzo is a Peruvian-Italian artist who is currently based in London and Venice. He is most known for his photographic works. However, he also has sculptural and installation-based works which he's exhibited around the world in solo exhibitions in Italy, Netherlands, UK, and Canada, among other places. He's also participated in solo exhibitions and group exhibitions at Centre Pompidou in Paris and the Barbican Centre in London. One of the most interesting things about Lorenzo's practice is that he started as a cinema set painter and then moved on to creating ephemeral sculptures and installations, which is now what he's best known for. So we can start by talking a little bit more about the exhibition title, Aventurine, Transformations and Other Stories. It's a pretty complex title with layered meanings, so we can go through each aspect of it one by one. So starting with Aventurine. So what is Aventurine? The name refers to both a mineral and an accidental process which gave birth to it. So as has been passed on through oral stories over the years, in this early 17th century, a glass worker in the Venetian island of Murano accidentally dropped a pile of copper fillings into a liquid glass mixture and created a beautiful material which glistened like a million stars. And while it was an accidental process, the result was so amazing that workers over the years, artisans over the years, continue to replicate the process, creating what is called Aventurina, which is Italian for chance. From this name, there was a 2.5 million year old mineral with a very similar physical appearance, which came to be known as Aventurine. So as we walk through the exhibition, you'll see this mineral hidden in many parts of the photographs and tapestries that we see around us, and do look out for them. So I can tell you a little bit more about the tapestries that you're seeing here. These are a result of a collaboration that Lorenzo did with Jaipur Rug Foundation. It's a Jaipur-based commercial program which also does a program called Manchaha, where they work with their weavers to create their own designs. The weavers who usually work on commercial designs get to create their own designs as artists. And so during a trip to Rajasthan a couple of years ago, Lorenzo met the weavers from the foundation and began a collaboration which resulted in the exhibition Jugalbandi, which was a collaboration between Jaipur Rugs and Lorenzo, creating similar textiles of this kind. We can also pan in closer to the work so that you can see some of the more intricate details of these. So these actually start off as photographs that Lorenzo takes of assemblages that he creates himself. He later turns them into graphic illustrations, which are then shared with the weavers in Jaipur, who transform them into the beautiful rugs that you see over here. These are very carefully planned by Lorenzo, and from every single detail that you see, the short pile, the long pile, the different weaving structures that you notice, all of this is determined in advance and then created as these amazing sculptural textiles or tapestries, as you may call them. He then works with the weavers to incorporate little glass pieces that he creates back in his studio in Italy, and reaches the final piece that you see in front of us. In this exhibition, we actually have about 12 tapestries of different sizes on display. all of which have been created through this collaborative process. It's actually really interesting because this is an integral part of Lorenzo's practice. Community exchange of information, of knowledge, of the hands of making, and it results in something that he calls collective creatorship, which is a recurring part of his practice. This is where the idea of transformation comes in and the possibilities that lie within that. The making process that happens with multiple people, with artisans, the capturing of overlapping identities. So another question is like, where does India come into all of this? So for example, green Aventurine is actually made in South India and is used around the world for its healing purposes. So that's another way that Aventurine, which was first discovered in Italy, now connects very closely to India, where these textiles were created. So I think as we pan through these works, you can see, like I can point this out right here, there's little pieces of glass that really complement the works well and add more to the histories and ideas that Lorenzo talks about in his practice. We also have these photographic works that you see over here. We can pan out and then pan closer in to see the details. These are some nimbly balanced still lifes that Lorenzo creates in his studio. Each texture, each object is very carefully sourced and displayed by Vitturi for its evocative properties. Like if you look closer, you see fishnet. There are fused Murano glass pieces and lots of other very interesting textures that relate very closely to the textile works that you see around us as well. I can also show you what is one of the very interesting creations of this exhibition. The small sculpture that Lorenzo actually made on site. Small sculpture using some of the fabric from the exhibition, fishnet, and some glass pieces that he brought from his studio in Italy. This is actually Lorenzo's first exhibition with Nature Morte and in India, and we're really excited to be able to show these works to you here today. This exhibition is on view through the end of the week. We're open from 11 to 7 on Saturday and Sunday. Please just stop by if you're here. It's a really amazing exhibition and you wouldn't want to miss it. Thank you.